the curtains, dim the lights, let's start the show. Another week of Upland news, let's fucking go. Every day in Upland there's a stream for you. Different types of players and their points of view. Saturdays are for the Clue Crew, and we've got a lot to chew through, keeping tabs on all we can and sticking it to the man.
I'm not your lawyer, your banker, or your mother. Do your own research and make your own damn decisions. Welcome to the Clue Crew, where each week we discuss the various news, facts, and rumors. We're putting our heads together to solve the mystery that is Upland. I'm Scooby, and with me again is Cernus. How are you this fine evening? You might be on mute still. I think you are. But you'll be off mute. There he is. There. Haha. There he is, ladies and germs. Gentle host. Oh, man. I'm back to having the internet says it's spotty. It's bad. Oh, no. Well, it said that before. We'll get through it, won't we? We've had worse. I don't think I'm downloading anything anymore. Pretty sure I stopped doing all that. Yeah, whatever. So, anyway, it's not. Oh, now it says YouTube is not receiving. Hold on. We may. Are we even going? Well, hey, chat, if you're there. Well, oh, now the chat's gone. Yep, no idea if we're there. Hey, chat, if you're there, make sure you let us know, because I don't know what's going on. Well, while we're trying to figure that out, actually, there's really no. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream. Oh, well, that's way different than you're not receiving. It's going great, and that it's just lying to me. It's a lying liar that lies. And really, what else can I do? So, moving right along. Yeah. Upland, Clue Crew, Halloween, Resident Evil. This is episode 11, and named it Resident Evil because we're getting residents, and some of them, statistically speaking, will be evil. We don't talk much about the evil Uppies that are coming into our metaverse, and I think maybe we should. And yeah, I see King Cody that it's lagging. I don't know. There's nothing I can really do about it right now. So, I'm just going to hope it fixes itself like it has in the past. And just go from there. Yeah. Can you still hear me, Cernus? Nope. Yeah. I don't really know what's going on here. Like I said, all I can really hope is that it fixes itself. And until then, I got nothing. So, let's just move right along as best as we can. It's apparently not going to be the best episode. Get over it. I don't know. If the stream is bad, if it ends up being that the live stream is that bad, I'll just like upload the recording, I guess. I don't know. It is frustrating though. I don't know what could be causing it really. So, we had a new thing happen. Let's just go straight into this city with Dallas. Where's the news article with Dallas? Is it this one? Yeah, yeah. What do you okay, all right, all right. Before we get into how we feel about the expansion, this shift, this pivot, whether or not we agree or disagree, I want to talk about Dallas. What do you think about Dallas as being the choice for the first city for this to as like, the the first city for this new type of city expansion? Mhm. Yeah, no, I gotta be honest. Did not realize that Dallas wasn't fully released. That was the biggest shock to me. I thought that oh yeah, no, okay, so for at least some of their oh, they can't hear you? Did it do that again? It did. It fucking did. Talk to me, Cernus. All right.
Testing. One,
Y'all
two,
should
three, testing.
y'all should be able to hear him now. Oh gosh, I don't know why it does that every week. It works until I press buttons. I promise. So, wow, we are, yeah, 8 minutes in, and you know, um, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull an Upland. I'm gonna say that this has been a stress test, and that that's what's happening. That the first 10 to 15 minutes of this episode are the stress test, and I'm just gonna hope that it fucking fixes itself, because I don't know why it's having trouble. Frankly, I don't have anything else going on. Anyway, um, yeah. So okay, Dallas wasn't fully released. So is there? I didn't realize that. How much more of Dallas is left then? How big is Dallas?
Yeah. Well, and you see that Dallas is all the way circumference, like it goes all the way to the 5 Mile Creek, and then way over here, it's in if anyone can hear me,
Yeah, they can now. They should be able to
we go
now.
all the way to White Rock, and so it looks like it's going to be this huge circle that we have yet to even see.
Yeah. And I again, maybe it's just because every other, or at least most of the other releases that have like more of the city to be released, they're always like throwing numbers. Like we're waiting for London 4 for you. They're waiting for I don't know, some but Paris 7 or 3 2. I don't keep track of all of that. Hong Kong got released all in one. I didn't have to keep track of everything. So I thought that Dallas was fully released. It's not. Okay. I guess maybe there's still more to come. I don't know. I grabbed the 15,000 Upix and I got the deluxe bundle for the uh cafe thing. I still dislike I still dislike there being limited quantities of oh, I lost Cernus. What the fuck is going on with my internet tonight? It has 4 bars. Well, presumably he'll be back in ASAP. He's got the code. Till then. Oh, yep, see, yep, told you. Yep, yep. And until then, I'm just gonna keep talking. Um, Still don't like the idea of there being a limited quantity of service structures available for sale. I do, though, like a service structure being restricted to a landmass like North America as opposed to just a city. So yeah, I grabbed it. I'm not gonna build it in Dallas, but right, I read that right, didn't I? I'm gonna feel like such a fool if I got it wrong. Is that not this one? There was something that it was talking about just North America. I'm losing my mind. Ah, yeah, here we go. The Cafe Edition is region locked to North America. Booyah. So, not going to be able to build it in Hong Kong, but am going to be able to build it elsewhere beyond just Dallas. So, happy about that. Cernus, you're back. Did you get any of the bundles for Dallas?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we well, hold on, I can. Say something again and I'll see if they can. Yep.
Can you hear me now? This is Verizon. Can
Yes.
you hear me now?
Yes. You know, I'm starting to think Resident Evil. As much as as much as I do love it for a title, perhaps I should have just named this episode "Technical Difficulties." 13 minutes in, it's pretty much all we've had. But still going on. So did you grab quick before you're gone? Before you're gone, did you grab a Dallas bundle? Did you get anything in Dallas?
I grabbed the UFC one, and I was like maybe 2 minutes late for the Uppies one. As far as my, I was I was like it was an hour and a half wait, and just was like 2 minutes behind.
Right on. Yeah. I grabbed it. Already flipped it. I've kept one of the White Rock Hills properties that I'm probably still gonna flip for profit, but I'm gonna try and see how much I can get for it. Again, all I wanted was that structure, so I'm happy.
Yeah. So the service structure is pretty cool. I mean, this mixed use is you know, I love it. Main Street and everything. I think it's great. I'm not sure what I think of it being landlocked, but as long as there's going to be different cultural building entities to you know, do the same sort of purpose elsewhere, it's been great.
Yeah, I again, I like a landlocked property as opposed to a city locked property. But I don't know. I don't. A cafe apartment. I don't know what about that screams like. Oh, you only see those in North America. Do you not see those just like all over? Those don't feel really. I don't know. Oh shit, 0. I'm sending out 0? That's no good. Oh. That's a much better number. Fuck. I'm not sure if this episode's gonna make it. Reconnection successful. Reconnection successful. Okay. Alright. Is everybody good? I did the thing I don't like to do and disconnected my VPN. So, government can spy on me for the next hour and a half or so. But that's it. Anyway, so yeah, not sure how I feel about a cafe apartment being specifically just for North America. I don't know. Lily goes, yeah, there's suburban shop areas everywhere here, but better quality. Well, yeah, I'm sure that they're better quality there. Maybe that's what it is. The ones that we're seeing are the shitty ones, and that's why they're landlocked to North America. And then the good ones are the ones we'll see in the other more exotic cities. I think I'd actually be all right with that. I don't really think I'd take issue with that. In terms of just mixed use structures, though, sounds like they listened. I mean, I know I saw that like thrown around all the time by a lot of people asking for that exact thing. I'm pretty sure I even saw this as an example thrown out. So they listened. Good. Do you think that we're ever gonna see the Friends like parody Uppies hanging out at a cafe? You can't hear me. Hold on. Can you not hear me? Oh, shit.
In the next 5 years, I think so. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Were you able to hear me that whole time?
A lot of the time, it was choppy. I got disconnected like 2 or 3 times. I had to log back in.
All right.
I've been Resident Evil. I've been evil.
Yeah.
So far. But if you can hear me now, we're good.
Yeah. All right. I think we're okay. Everybody, if anybody left, go and get them back. Tell them we got it fixed out. Okay. I'm absolutely gonna like change the title of this after it's done and put in parentheses technical difficulties for the first 20 fucking minutes. But I think we're good. All right. I think we're good now.
That's very fun.
All right. Okay. So, don't even remember what I was asked. Oh yeah. Well, nope. Don't remember exactly if I was asking a question or not. But mixed use.
So I was saying, as far as the like Friends and the Uppies and all that, in showing at a cafe. In the next, if Upland is humming, within the next 5 years, we'll see this. The technology for a lot of this sort of more gaming, metaverse, more, I guess, the more photorealistic imagery side of things, I think that's going to be an additional investment hump that Upland has to decide whether to. It's just the technology with the current dev path is not this kind of bigger field of I guess of what the metaverse could be in Upland. So within 5 years, I think it's possible.
You know what? I think 5 years is an interesting estimate. I mean, that's about as long as it's been around so far.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. Casigmar says that my internet issues, it's all Lily's fault. That much awesome uses a lot of bandwidth, and if Shaq shows up, real trouble. I can't dispute that. But yeah, okay. So in terms of actually seeing them doing like wait, 5 years. I'm looking at where we are now based on where we were 5 years ago. Yeah, okay. All right. I'd like to hope 3, but I guess I could see 5. I do think though that they put in enough stuff with like the map assets, the ornaments, the cafes and shit. And now that we know that we're getting the Whoopi Goldbergs and whatnot, I don't think it's unfathomable to get Friends Uppies, like level 10, the iconic shit, like Friends Uppies, and I don't think it's I think we could see some like marketing branding on down the line. I mean, we're already seeing some of that where they're showing types of Uppies against some of the stuff we already have in the game. If you take some Friends parody Uppies and you put them in front of a cafe, I'm just saying the story writes itself.
Sure. Well, let's just hope it's not like 2 stick figures and then they had the big cartoon comic bubble where they're talking to each other. Everyone wants something a little bit more animated and just
yeah. Now, Mitchell's asking, aren't the Uppies just legits like wobblers with no physical presence? And Man, the answer to that basically is sorta. Because we've been getting on that since the beginning. The difference between Uppies versus residents versus their physical manifestation versus them as numbers, and we're still waiting to see exactly how it all plays out. But like,
At this point, it's all philosophy.
so like there's gonna be so in terms of the iconic parody, the things I'm talking about. Yes, I think that those we've mostly seen related to the legit side of them because of how you merge them to get to the next one, and we know that the iconic parody ones are merging two tens. We do know, but like even the legits aesthetically correlate to some. I think we're gonna get a 3D representation of them in the game at some point. I think. You know what? Maybe they haven't committed to it. I don't know. They're so slippery with that. Maybe maybe they haven't. I thought they committed to it like at some point that's the end goal is them walking around. I hope so.
Moonwalking too? Did they commit to that yet?
To what?
Did they commit yet to moonwalking as well, or was it just the walking that they committed to?
Just walking. And even then, man, they barely. And
It's just a wobbling.
yeah,
walking.
Lily
Okay.
confirmed it. Lily confirmed it at first, but they said eventually we will be able to see them, and that's all I'm saying is you gotta believe. You know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Right now, we're just trying to get to the fucking numbers. Even that's we're having. We had a like a pinprick of a hole. We like fucking Laban. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but dude managed to like take a spoon and poke a hole in the wall and see the numbers in Upland real quick. Nope. Mm-mm. Scratch that.
So we can at least say we have a micro clue at this point.
Yeah. No, hold on. Where is it? You're right. I'm usually
We're gonna need a
a
really
micro
big,
clue.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and okay, I'm just saying, Upland, I'm gonna call party foul. I'm gonna call party foul on that with LeBam, because here's my reason. It's already been said to oblivion that these new mechanics that we're doing with the uppies and the residents and the scores and the influence scores and that's all so in beta that it's really alpha. Like they've been very clear that like not only is that shit subject to change, like it's changing. Like because they're tweaking. And they've been upfront about that, and I think the sentiment has largely been yeah, cool, fine. In that we already know they're tweaking. All right, so he got a little snapshot into what your current state of the tweak is. What? Don't shut. Let us have that.
Right. Yeah.
Because that was when I first heard that was going to be that like he had managed that you could actually if you for some of the neighborhoods that he had up there that it showed the resident score and whatnot. I was like, oh fucking cool. Like it's not like that was I thought that was going to be gospel. Like there it is. It was just going to be a cool like a more idea of where things are. And by the time I went to see it, it was already reset to 1 because Upland found out and went nope, can't have that.
And surely the algorithm will change over time too, whether they say so or not.
Yeah, and that's what that's what I'm saying. Like it's pet peeve of mine. I think that sometimes, like when you're the company or whatever, I think that it's a better decision to just be like, all right, you got us. Here's your number that means nothing that we're about to change. Good job. Like, yeah. Anyway.
I think also just the interest in this program, we need a little bit of an oomph moment. It's starting to feel like this is dragging on and on and on. With the last, what was it, 2 weeks ago, we got like a clue about what cities are doing well, and we haven't heard anything else since. Here we go back into the gamified earnings grind and just continued service structures, which is great. But I feel like this is not a program that's geared for the semi-truck 2-year release program, I don't think Uplanders fond of that kind of approach.
Mm-hmm. I think that this city evolution, and I'm putting that in quotes because I don't know how I feel yet, and don't really know how the community as a whole feels, if it's a step forward or not. Which evolution inherently means a step forward. So I don't know. But I think that this was kind of meant to be an oomph moment, just because it is such a change with how they're doing it. I Small batches within a single neighborhood. I don't know. Again, like I said, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I get some of the logic behind it, but I don't know whether or not it actually solves the problem. And I also don't know whether or not I would want them to announce ahead of time which of these releases they're doing and when. I mean, would it be better if they just did this? Whoa, what was that? Was that on your side? Did you hear that?
I heard it.
The fuck was that?
Is there a ghost in here? Which really is Resident Evil.
Alright. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know if I'd prefer them to be like all ninja style. I don't know. I would like, okay, alright. If this is the direction that they're going. Yeah, train. Okay, here's the thing. Late enough, yeah, you might hear a train around me, but that train would come from outside the headphones. Whatever the fuck that sound was on the inside of my headphones. I don't know what it was. It kind of creeped me the fuck out. It's presumably something from my. There it is again.
That was Discord.
Discord, why the fuck you doing that to me, man? Dude, I don't have your notifications on. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't need Discord giving me little heebie-jeebies.
Pretty soon your whole computer's gonna rise from the
They're not even set to on, man. I have enabled desktop notifications off for this very reason.
The show has
Fucking
become
Discord's haunted. Shit.
Oh, boy.
KO's telling me Discord does a spooky sound for how. Well, it fucking succeeds. Anyway. Shit. Anyway. I'd like to see a new them do if they want to do this. I'd like to see them commit and go for a new city release in this capacity. Be like, all right, we're getting
Right.
what's another city? Philadelphia. Be like, all right, we're getting Philadelphia, and it like rather than releasing it in Philadelphia 1, 2, or 3, releasing it vanilla, releasing it any of that, just like, all right. Here's some some batches, and then release them randomly at random times. I don't know.
Right. Well, and the other part is if they're not announcing, they announced in this go around, that there's a collection for the neighborhood. But what if they're, releasing just some neighborhood that's not a collection in some part of a city? I mean, is anybody going to buy into that? I don't know. And the other thing is, I asked X1 today on Discord. So does this mean that there's not going to be a traditional London tour anymore?
Yeah,
Is
I saw
a
that.
Retired? Yeah, and he said that there still could be. So I'm a little thrown off on what really is happening here.
All right, I saw that, and my take on that, reading between the lines, was him saying that I took that as meaning that they are committing to test running this, and they're committed to test running this new release type of thing, but only in cities like would be London 4, like such and such, that isn't released yet. But they're not committing to this being the exclusive way of expanding those cities. So just because this is definitely on the table for London 4, or for replacing London 4, doesn't take London 4 off the table. That's how I read that.
Yeah. Okay. So we shall see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, we're a half hour in. Let's get to let's get some fighters picked and shit. Okay.
If they can operate even half as good as we do,
Yeah.
we'll be
Yeah. Well,
spot on.
since I disconnected my maybe just Proton VPN. Maybe that's just having some issues right now. Because I disconnected it and we've been fine so far. For all the 7 viewers we've got, and we love you all. You know what though? In all seriousness, when it comes to like the number of people that are streaming and what, or not streaming, that are tuning into a stream, it really is true. Where it's like, if that many people were in your living room on your couch, you'd feel like the most fucking popular kid in school.
There you go.
I've always felt popular. So, we are playing for 5 Harvest Ornaments, and we are doing Nickelodeon All Stars. We got Cat Dog, we got Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life, Cat Dog of course from Cat Dog. We got, can't remember her name, from Real Monsters, and then of course Patrick Star. Hold on though, I need to change. Hold on, who did I have for the first one? Cat Dog? Right, alright, Cat Dog. Alright, okay. And, yeah, so we're gonna play that. Again, Cat Dog, Rocco. What the hell is her name? Anybody know what her name is? The really thin chick from Real Monsters. Just say Monster for her. If you're picking Monster, just say Monster. Alright? So, yeah. Pick your fighter. We'll get that going in just a minute. And then they're going to fight for an hour. So, should end about the same time as this show. And, yeah. And you know what? Just for funsies, made a couple more sales than I planned on. We're going to throw 15,000 Uppies in the mix. So 5 Harvest Ornaments and 15,000 Uppies. Alright. And, by the way, I was right. Oh, dude, fuck keeping track. Just going through the video and, like, just checking out the live chat and being like, alright, winner, 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 done. Oh, took me 5 minutes. I felt simultaneously smart and stupid. It was a very interesting sensation. All right. So yeah, that's what's going on. They say it's the evolution. They're acting like they're gonna go all in on it. I think they're just testing it out. Whether or not they're testing it out to see if it's popular or just to see if it works well on whatever metrics they do, who knows? It's interesting and it's different. I like seeing them try different things.
Sure. Credit to that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what else did we have? Emergency vehicles. We have emergency vehicles in Upland now. They're all vans, coincidentally.
Mm-hmm.
But we have them.
We sure do.
Did
Except
you?
Me.
Were you not able to grab a van?
I wanted to, and life got ahead of me. So it is what it is.
Life got ahead of you.
Very late. Yeah. It got ahead of me and passed me. It was. I had a queue position an hour and a half away. I figured I wouldn't have a chance, and then days later found out I still did have a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in a similar position. I didn't think I had a chance in hell because I had something like 650 people ahead of me, and I was like, well, shit.
Sure. Yeah.
And then lo and behold, and I was like, well, all right, missed out on the bus, but got myself a police van, which I had in my asset wallet for about 15 minutes. Oh, I didn't. That was the one I did. I knew that by saying out loud that was what I didn't want, it would ensure that's what I got. And it did.
Mm-hmm.
And don't trust the police. No justice, no peace. I immediately put out on Upland's, trading channel, and I got an offer within a couple minutes, and I have a fire van.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I'm actually really proud of that. I'm gonna pull it up. 'Cause I don't know if you guys have really looked at these things, but they are sweet. And shout out to whoever told me, I don't remember who it was, but shout out to whoever told me that all you have to do is double tap and double click and that you can do this. It has changed my fucking life in Upland when it comes to viewing 3D models. It's changed my life. I can't even remember who taught me, but thank you. But yeah, look at this, man. It's a rescue van, which means that they got an axe in there and probably some hazmat suits, probably some smelling salts and stuff, some bandages. I don't know what they do, but red flashy lights.
Yeah.
Red flashy lights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, here's something that I found a little confusing. And let's get this going. People have had enough time. Yeah, if you haven't heard, it's your last chance. Get in on this. Cat Dog, Rocco, Monster, Patrick. And I'm gonna pick the Flying Dutchman, because again, spooky. Oh, is her name Aloe? You know what? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's make sure. Alright, okay. Oh shit. Apparently my keyboard. God, I hate that this keyboard goes to sleep. Excuse me. Alright, you know what? I don't have time for this. Sorry. Turn down. Gosh, so loud. Oh no, Aloe. They have Aloe in the van for Burns. Oh, well shit, I don't know. Maybe that's her fucking name. I don't know. Maybe you're a really big Ah Real Monsters fan, Casigmar. No judgment. I love Nickelodeon. But okay, here's the point that I was gonna say that I find rather interesting. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute that. It's distracting. So fire van, red flashing lights. All right. Police van, red and blue flashing lights. All right. Ambulance, red flashing lights. Where's the white one? Every ambulance I've ever seen has a white flashing light too. I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, but I'm just saying. I think there should be I think that there should have been a white section of the light there because of the nature of it. But all in all, I like them. I like that we did, and we totally called the fire truck. Remember, we were pointing out how they had the two, but they were missing the third one. They came with it. They were just a little behind.
Okay. The ambulance truck, the ambulance van, I don't recognize it. Maybe in the U.S. Something doesn't look like an ambulance to me, the way it looks.
Well, okay. It's both the ambulance and the police have definitely fucked up one thing. I'll tell you right off the bat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And the one thing that they have fucked up right off the bat is putting police and ambulance spelled from left to right across their hoods.
Exactly.
It should be backwards.
It's right to left. Yeah, because of the mirror.
Because the idea is, when you see it in your rearview mirror, then it reads correctly. So that
Right.
that's weird. That feels like just an oversight. They weren't thinking.
Sure.
And I have seen ambulances that look like that are like ambulances that are for private companies that hospitals like contract out. Is the best way I can put that.
Sure.
I have seen them. Like on my mail route and shit. Like actually, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of old people on my mail route. I've seen that kind of shit more often than I'd like. But yeah, like you see different. It's almost like you see different like brands of ambulance.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now I'm still waiting for the fire truck. I'm still convinced, and prove me wrong. I'm convinced the reason we don't have the fire truck is because they haven't figured out how to do the semi part, the trailer part of the semi. It's the same thing with the fire truck. I think they haven't figured out how to do the water tank part, and they don't want to release it because they don't want to admit that they still haven't figured out the thing that they've been being bitched at for fucking years.
My power just went out.
Oh no. Well,
this is really gone.
Man, this is Resident Evil. I tell you what, dude. Alright, look, if zombies come for you, you go up. You don't go down, okay? Because if you get trapped down, you got nowhere to go. Just truth. And you can check that out for yourself in the Zombie Survival Guide.
Wow.
Some really good tips in there, actually.
I can hear you, though. I'll show you.
Oh,
okay.
You're gone. I still hear you, though. Oh, maybe. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna keep going. We've still got sternness and spirit, everybody. You know what? They're gonna try. They're trying to bring us down, but they can't. We will persevere. Mitchell says there's an awesome fire truck cart coming out. Do you mean that Upland is putting out an official cart, like fire truck cart, or do you mean that there's going to be a UGC fire truck cart? Either way, awesome. I'm just curious. I got one. I was very happy to hear that it was confirmed that they would do the same thing that the buses do, where if you put them on the corresponding service structure property, it gives a boost of points to that property. They also did do the thing where they only released half of what they minted. It looks like that's just the pattern of like what we're seeing.
Sure. Yeah.
Where they like, because we had the bus first, and now we've seen a set of 3 emergency vans, and so that now the 3 emergency vans were the 3 types of vans in this sale, all sold for the same amount. The buses all sold for the same amount. They're all the same buses, but they were like 4 different colors and shit. So this leads me to believe that they're doing these sales in bundles of vehicle type over bundles of service type. So it makes me think that like, what would the next one be? I'm thinking if these were vans, then the next one, and I'm fucking top of my head here. I'm just thinking if these are vans, next one, car types, and so we'd get like a taxi cab. Maybe a hearse, or I guess that's like really a normal car type. But all right. What kind of service vehicles would be in the shape of a normal car? We'd get a police cruiser, a taxi cab, and a bank robber getaway car. These are the 3 services. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Look, we're going to have Uppies, we're going to have cops. What do you think they're protecting us from? The robbers. That's a type of service too, alright? That's the dark side of Upland.
There also needs to be a Halloween trick-or-treat car, getaway car.
Yeah. Absolutely. But in all seriousness, that's what I'm seeing with these, Yeah. Oh, Mitchell. Yeah, man. Wait for a little bit, and I'm gonna show you a property I'm working on. talk about being morbid. Yeah, okay, so UGC. No, yeah, right on, man. He says it's not his or anything to do with him, but yeah, he said so. There's an awesome UGC fire truck cart coming out. That's awesome. Hit me up whenever it does come out. Definitely want to keep an eye on it because that sounds great. And I got a couple carts. I think carts are fun, and I'm really big on the fun aesthetic part of Upland. So let me know. And to that end, anybody in the chat that has an idea for what they think the next service vehicles will be, Pigeon's always doing his next, the next service structures. I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing the next service vehicles, because imitation's the most sincere form of flattery. That's what it is. I'm flattering him by stealing his idea. So I'm gonna put it in the Hong Kong server, a channel or something just like that, and yeah, get to thinking. The next batch of service vehicles, because we're clearly getting them in batches, and I think that given the number of service structures we're already at round 15, not that like these would necessarily correlate. I'm just saying they're clearly going all in with the whole service unit points and shit. So yeah, there's conversations to be had there. Speaking of those, Service Structures Volume 15. I about had a heart attack the other day. Yesterday, I mean. Because I thought yesterday was Saturday. And it was about 3 in the afternoon, and I realized I hadn't gotten these yet. And I said, oh no. Because I can't remember how long they stay till. I know it's till Saturday, but I've never waited long enough to find out. Yeah, they end it at noon my time, so I would have been 3 hours late. Luckily, it was fucking Friday. It wasn't even Saturday, so. What's up, Wolf? Hey, Wolf, man. And again, for anybody that's here, there's still like 50 minutes left, and it's only 10 minutes in. I know I already said final warning, but that was past me. You got Cat Dog, Rocco, the chick from All Real Monsters, and Patrick Starr. You're playing for your share of 5 Harvest Ornaments and 15,000 Uppies. Pick one. Did you Cernus, did you grab any of these structures?
Not the one for the volume 15. I did get of course, one with the City Evolution.
The Madrid, the mixed use cafe and apartment building. Yeah, that's which again looks great, makes sense, absolutely. I of course grabbed all these as I still, as your future mayor, Hong Kong. Do not worry, not a week will go by, not a structure will go by. It will be constructed, built, staked until you are faithful and me as your candidate. But man, I'm really happy with this week in particular for a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm actually glad that we only got 3 instead of 4, because I know a lot of people have been saying that they need to like slow down and shit, and I think that this is a way I've heard some people say they wish they'd just do them once a month. Some people say they wish they'd do them every other week. I've heard people say they wish they only had listed one at a time. This shows maybe they're listening a little bit. I don't know, but 3 instead of 4, The newspaper stand, I think, is just fucking awesome. Love it. Love a newspaper stand. Just love it. News is important, And it's nice to know that our Uppies will be well informed. Excuse me. Drink number 2. Yeah. This episode of the Clue Crew is brought to you by the non-alcoholic energetic beverage C4, but the special Jolly Rancher edition. Because when you want to feel like you've been chugging down battery acid, you want that green apple flavor. It's Halloween after all. treat yourself. C4. I was out of beer. I thought I had one more Sam Adams left, but I didn't. I wanted to get red wine to end October with a nice alcohol-free. There's a brand of alcohol-free red wine I really like, but then I didn't. So energy. Let's see here. What else do we have at the recycling center? Which is cool. I like recycling. It's good. Go environment. This is, of course, the metaverse, a digital representation of the environment, so I recognize that this in no way actually helps my real-world physical environment, but I still like it because I like the idea of it. So, yay, recycling center. Hey, Cernus is back. Look, everybody. We got Cernus back. Yeah, it was him the whole time. And then the Science Museum. Where do you stand on museums? Do you think we can get too many museums?
I
Didn't we had a natural history?
The fuck?
Okay, you can hear me now, right? Still?
Yes, God.
Okay. Well, so the Natural History Museum we had before, which I feel like is a science museum in itself. So this feels like second rodeo of a science museum. So I don't know. What's next? Archaeological museum. The underwater aquarium museum. I don't know. It seems like at some point we have enough museums for sure.
Right on. I disagree with you, but I know that you're not alone. I actually, as I am wont to do, I might be in the minority on this because I've talked to, like, I think I've only talked to people that agree and don't and think there's just one museum after the next. Thing is, though, I feel like I've heard someone explain the difference to me between natural history and science museum before, and I don't remember what the difference was. And
what if more about history and it's just told naturally?
Okay, so natural history museums focus on Earth's biodiversity, showcasing fossils, dinosaurs, and ecosystems, whereas science museums emphasize hands-on interactive exhibits to explore scientific principles. So yeah, one's bones and one's electricity and makes your hair goes on end. All right, cool.
Okay.
I've been to both types on field trips, and they're both cool. I just like museums. I like all museums though. Oh, sorry, I'm being loud. Guys, I'm loud. Why didn't y'all tell me? Yeah, I was being too loud there. I probably should have realized it.
Yeah, well, look, Uppies need as much museum living, then by all means. I don't know. I think maybe my real life tendencies not to visit enough might be influencing the museum. I don't know. That's just maybe I'm getting a little jaded.
Yeah. Like I said, I like all museums. I've gone to several museums on field trips and stuff. And I kind of hope that we start to get some weird museums, because those are the fun ones. When you start seeing like them, like, you know, you got wax museums, you know. So wax museums are always fun, because I mean, honestly, those are like, honestly, the worse they are, kind of the better they are in a way.
Exactly. Yep.
You got local museums of, like, Museum of the World's Oldest Balls of Twine, or like you find the weirdest stuff, and so right on.
The ice cream museum.
I need to hold on, I'm sending an apology. All right, Just hoping that yeah, I definitely I got too excited, and when I get excited, I get loud, and when I get loud, I get in trouble. And you guys know this. I've told you this. You guys got to keep me in check. I'm relying on you. Oh shit. Wolf says I may have won something on Upland After Dark last night, which is awesome. I did not get that far into the episode. I was listening to it today, got about an hour in, and did not finish it. So, you know, spoiler alert. Nah. I look forward to finding out when and where. But yeah, Mitchell's talking about a Believe It or Not museum like Ripley's, and yeah, oh man, Ripley's Believe It or Not, awesome, so cool, so cool. But yeah, that's it. Those three for the week. I don't know how many we'll get next
What
week.
happened to the empanada? It was that not this week? The empanada stand next week, right?
The empanada was part of Madrid, wasn't it?
But it never got released, as far as I know.
Oh wait, no, that's tapas. That was tapas. Wasn't it?
I thought they said it was going to be pushed back to the following week. So if that's the case, we still were getting 4, but they gave us 3 because of an issue with the empanada stand.
Well, now, hold on. Where is this about empanadas though? I'm not seeing this in the article. Unless
it was in the
was in the announcement.
Service structures. They may have taken it out. Lots of folks were expecting the empanada stand, and then it just kind of got earmarked, as far as I know.
Huh. Suspicious.
Maybe the chat can help me out, or am I?
Yeah,
just,
guys. Now,
I'm thinking something.
Because I've been hearing about empanadas, but I've only been hearing about it. I've not like actually myself seen the word in an official like capacity, so I missed that part.
Okay.
I'm frankly not sure what an empanada is. It's a food, I gather. Spanish,
it's like a
I guess.
half-round fried Spanish food. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sounds delicious.
It's sort of like a pocket, hot pocket.
Oh, I love a hot pocket. Okay, all right, cool. Empanada, right on. Yeah. Okay. No response. Okay, we're gonna hope that they just fall back asleep quickly, and in the morning forget that I was loud and woke them up. Y'all are gonna hope that with me, all right? And we're all gonna work together to keep me from getting in trouble. All right, cool. Look, if I can't use you guys as like emotional support or an alibi or something, then what's the point of it all? All right, so empanada, cool. Here we go. King Cody coming in with the facts. The empanada stand was leaked in the article, but had an error this week and had to be removed. Now, see, there's no edit. There's no. I dislike this. See, in Discord, it at least says that you edited your post. Medium needs to do that. There needs to be something that's like, this is different than what they initially put out. You're not having a stroke. You didn't have a false memory. Something. Like, because... Anyway. Well, alright. I like all 3 of them. Empanada's cool. I'll get it whenever it comes out too. I'll get every museum they throw out. I'd love to see, again, more museums, I say. I'd love to see them actually go all in with like the what do you call it? Not a museum, but like it's like plants, like a thing where, because like our museum has a whole area of just nothing but plants. and they're all labeled, and they've all got facts and stuff, and it's just like really fucking cool to walk through with my kid. I don't know what you call that, but I want one of those. Oh, wow, Wolf. Yeah, man, 2 a.m. You know, that might be past yelling territory. That might reach, is the gun box locked territory?
So Arboretum. Yep, Arboretum.
Arboretum? Never even met him. No, wait, what the hell's Arboretum? What are we talking about? What?
You were asking about you were talking about a plant museum.
Oh, that's what
Arboretum.
it's. Oh, yeah, those. Upland, give me an Arboretum. Actually, make it a double. Oh man. All right. So Harvest Ornament Challenge returns with a fresh twist. Fresh twist of lemon. I love that they're doing this. I'm sure that it can be tweaked and optimized in terms of how the different points are weighted in their different areas. But to me, all of that's secondary. What matters is that Upland is finally weighting the different things. Like, forget for a second whether, how many more points an ultra rare collection gets versus a rare versus an exclusive, or whether or not it should be under
Sure.
10,000 mints versus 1,000 mints, or what. That we're finally getting supply based scoring and collection based scoring and manufacturer based scoring. That's the biggest win ever to me, because that is going to stimulate the fuck out of the secondary market for some of this shit. Because
100% agree.
like
I was very pleased to see this.
there was, like, before this, there was, functionally speaking, no difference between any UGC asset and an Upland made asset. No functional difference between a low mint asset and a million mint asset. I mean, the list goes on and on. Just by making a difference is going to stimulate that shit, both on the UGC side as well. Because now, I mean, we've already started to see it a little bit. We've already started to see it a little bit with the gamified tasks, with the needing 10 map assets or needing the 5 ornaments in this season, and now you have to actually make sure that you have those, and who's making those? Oh, thank God we've got that Ace motherfucker, because he's making them out the wazoo. And seriously, where do you think the harvest ornaments that I'm giving away are coming from? Thanks, Ace. Yeah. Also, Antiqueen. Shout out to Antiqueen. Awesome stuff. I got some sweet ass micro houses I'm giving away. Well, not that the houses, but their ornaments. Anyway, but my point is, having them have a secondary value amount based on something beyond, like, because now you have both looking for them based on aesthetic and based on what slot can this fill. It's just great.
Sure.
Very happy to see it. Now, again, I'm sure it can be optimized. I will leave that to the people that have the time and motivation. I'm sure that they will figure out the best numbers, and I'm sure that they will keep bitching at Upland about it. And good. I'll support them. I'll give them all the thumbs up, because they're going to do that. I'm just happy we've gotten to this point.
Exactly. We are here.
Yeah. Because I mean, I will say, like if I had to voice an opinion on it, I'll admit, sure, I don't necessarily think that doing the collection scoring of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from standard to ultra rare is necessarily right. I think that maybe you should do it like a bowling pin setup. I think it should go, like, or not bowling pin. What's the fucking shit? Fibonacci, I think. Is it the Fibonacci sequence? Whatever. It's
Was the bell curve? What are you thinking? Bell
no,
curve?
no. I'm talking about the one where every number is the sum of the two preceding numbers. So it goes 1,
Okay.
then 1, then 2,
Yeah,
then 3,
Fibonacci.
then 5, then
Yep.
8.
Yeah.
I could see it going that way. So a
Mhm.
standard would be 1, a
Okay.
limited would be 2, exclusive 3, fine, but then rare should
Mhm.
be 5, and then ultra
Makes sense.
rare could be 7.
More
Or
a little
or
bit of an
or
exponential.
5 plus 8. You get the point I'm making. Yeah.
Right, right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But again,
I agree. They're
we're
making progress.
we're on the metaphorical Monday of this. We can have that conversation on the metaphorical Wednesday. We can push that off a minute.
Right, exactly.
I say personally, I say let them have this one as it's set up with the numbers. Let's see how they handle the actual like doing of this before we start bitching at them to make tweaks to it. Like,
Mhm.
because if it turns out that this ends up being like some of their other cluster fucks and like they totally fuck up the like the leaderboards and shit board or something like that, like, well then that would need to be addressed first anyway. So yeah, let's see how the whole contest works out. I'm hopeful. I really am. Oh, and shout out to Swarley, who apparently is like such the instigator for this that like they gave him a bold paragraph special thank you. So
Wow.
yeah, I mean shit, that's not nothing. I mean, really. Good job. Or maybe this just means he shouted for loud enough and long enough that they actually had to address him. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's the only way But seriously, good job, Swarley. Glad we got this.
Mm-hmm.
Look forward to seeing how it all how it all shakes out. Still, and I've seen other people make this criticism, and I agree. The categorization, Uplander and Pro, fine. Director, fine. Executive and above, fuck you. Are you fucking kidding me? I deserve to be in the same league as Abdullah. Are you fucking kidding me? Is that a joke? Like, I'm not even competing. I'm not mad on, like, a personal level. It's not that I'm like, oh, I would have won if it wasn't for that thing. Just, like, on its face, that is so fucking stupid. What are you
Mhm.
doing? And it's doubly stupid because we have extra levels now. If
Mhm.
it would be bullshit. Like, it's bullshit putting executives in the same category as chief executives. That in itself is bullshit. But
Right.
we also have chairs and vice chairs as ranks. At the very least, this needs to have an extra level. And so it would be executives and chief executives, followed by, like, vice chair and chair. The idea that...
I agree.
Come on.
Yeah. The only thing is, I think there's maybe just one vice chair. There's only one vice chair and chair, right? Who's actually active at this point? That'd be Dizzy.
I mean, it's the only one I know of.
There's be a shoo-in, as far as I know.
I would assume so. Yeah, no, that's the only one. Like, I don't know. I don't know what their plan is. Well, it's the ranking system as a whole needs to be addressed. It needs to be fixed a little bit because it's. I mean, it only takes into account properties. Upland has put such an emphasis successfully on making the platform about more than just properties, with everything from map assets to structure ornaments to legits, vehicles. I mean, we have all kinds of shit. We have player shops making factories, all with our sparklet to build this stuff, all of this stuff. And none of it plays a role in your net worth, which is the only thing that contributes to your rank. So there's kind of a glaring hole there. Like, it's getting bigger all the time, like every day. I don't know how to fill it necessarily, because I'm not sure how you fairly assess the value of all of these different assets to attribute to the net worth, but you gotta do something.
Mm-hmm.
You,
You should have.
you gotta do something. So, yeah, that's my criticism about the way they're doing the different leagues for these things. So, you know. Oh, also that you have to go to a fucking Google Looker Studio Excel spreadsheet to look at the leaderboard because you still can't check it out in game. Guys, come on, put it in the damn game. Figure out a way. I'm just tired of it at this point. Anyway,
It's like a layer 2, a layer 2 non-game.
yeah. Oh shit, King Cody saying the empanada stand was actually swapped out this week with the newspaper stand because of the technical error. So it looks like
Okay.
they were always planning on 3. That okay. Like I was saying then earlier, that's good. All right, cool. All right. So we got this this tournament with the ornaments, which good luck to everybody doing that. Keep track of it at the leaderboard, and then prize, of course, will have you'll get the badge, which is probably the coolest part. I mean, there's the Uppies, which is not insubstantial. First place is 275,000 Uppies. That's not nothing. It's not like a shit ton, but like it's not nothing. The badge, in my opinion, is probably cooler than it, and it is definitely cooler than the lore legit that no one gives a shit about. Which again, sorry to spots 24 through 25, since that's all you're apparently gonna get for all your hard work is a stupid fucking lore legit.
What does the leaf represent? Are we getting Canada, or that's the way I look at the badge?
Oh, you're
That's all I-
dreaming. You're dreaming. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a nice dream. I'd love to see Canada personally, but no, that's just that's just for harvest. It's fall. That's the whole
Oh,
autumn
gotcha.
changing
Yeah.
of the leaves.
The
Like,
leaves, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I mean. I'm guessing.
I'm
I'm
following.
guessing. Yeah.
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 Makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense.
Janice is asking, why does the top 25 get the Genesis lore, but top 3 harvest? I'm gonna go ahead take an educated guess here, Janice, and say what happened there was they fucked up, and you just found a typo. Good job. Good job. They absolutely meant Harvest Lore legit for episode 5 and just fucked up and put Genesis. So somebody should actually probably let them know so they can fix this.
It's gonna be fixed with the empanada.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then of course the prizes are gonna boost your harvest season collector score. Cool. Yada yada. Feedback matters. Evidently, I mean, again, Swarley's showing they listen. We just gotta figure out. We gotta ask him, figure out how he got him to listen. I don't know how. Let's see. But yeah, so that's pretty much all that's happened in Upland as far as like articles and stuff are concerned. What else is going on? Let's see. We got that bit of Dallas. We already talked about. What do you think the next city they're gonna do that with is? If it's London, I'll laugh my ass off because of X1. I will laugh so fucking hard if it's London.
Well, here's the thing. Do you think they're going to somehow marry the expansions in some way with the wars each season, since they're timing the expansions now like one like what is it, neighborhood per season. So you kind of think it would be somehow the wars might even be somehow related too, or they're just going to do these discombobulated. Here's a random neighborhood, some random city. Here's the wars in this other city. We don't have a season theme anymore, because it seems like every season they kind of have a city that they've been telling you to get excited for. Or is that just for the cities? I don't know. But I just feel like if they want to make this more of a whole season thematic, it would make it would fit for, because you only have the wars in existing cities. You don't have it in newly released cities. So that's why I feel like with the expansion, it makes a whole lot more sense to put the wars in that city. Including with that neighborhood. Maybe even throw in the whole enchilada, the whole sales registration. Oh, by the way, you can pick up a cannon while you, register, especially for the hoods that might not have a collection, unlike this one in Dallas. Something to keep it interesting while you would still want to register. I don't know, but London would be funny. I think. What would I think we would otherwise see? London. I mean, honestly, London feels like it could be a good one, and I'm not biased whatsoever.
No.
I'd say. I can't think of any others. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, I honestly, it's hard for me to think of one because I'm having to like reconsider again. I thought Dallas was fully released. I now have to find out what the fuck, what other sleeves
Yeah.
or what other cards is Upland holding up its sleeve. I mean, what else is not fully
Well, to be
released?
fair to your point, with Dallas, it's tier 3, and it's not tier 3 with the grow bigger and it becomes tier 1.
That's
It
exactly
stays
what I'm
tier
saying.
3 the whole time. So why you would never think that it's going to get like bigger and bigger and bigger?
Right.
So.
I don't. Anyway, yeah.
So,
Shit.
but London's tier 3, and what? Park City isn't Park City? I don't know. There's another one of those tier 3s that will eventually be tier 1, or what is it? Paris is tier 2 and it's supposed to be tier 1 eventually.
I think Tokyo. They ended up like retconning.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tokyo is about as haunted as London as far as expansions go. But yeah, I guess we'll see. But we already had Tokyo before wars, so London
we did, yeah.
Yeah. So London would be the next step, and plus the whole theme with the knights. If we go back to factions, I feel like that would serve fittingly.
You brought up Paris. We haven't had a war in Paris yet, have we? Yeah, that's
I
so.
think so. No.
So there's always Paris. Now I tell you what though, you brought up a good point though about how they do tend to align the wars with some sort of thing they're doing with cities and whatnot.
Right.
So we now have the city Dallas. We know that the next war is going to be November. Presumably, well, I can't remember. We just know November, so if they have it after harvest, it'd be second half of November. Anyway, we'll find out when they announce the city for it. If this next war ends up being in Dallas, maybe you're right, and that's the way that they're just going to be doing it from now on. I don't know. We're trying to like reestablish Upland's patterns. They're shifting things around a lot.
I feel like if it's going to be in Dallas, it's not going to be the like techno wars. It's going to be more of this old cowboy shoot off type wars. I think that would be kind of an interesting pivot of some sort.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that it's factions. I'm hoping they bring back the factions. because they took. I mean, they took that vote, and the result of the vote, for all that matters, was that people wanted a rotation. They wanted to see the variety. Since that vote, we've not seen variety. We've only seen the fucking PvE thing, which people like. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying.
Right.
So this next one should be a different one, right?
Yeah.
If you literally do what you said you were going to do.
Hmm. And I hate to break it, but if we are going to do the whole PvE beat the monster type of thing, the players have to lose sometimes. This is a very unpopular take, but we can't just always win. Otherwise, it's going to actually make the game not fun in a weird way, weird twisted way. Very unpopular opinion, though.
Is it? Is that really an unpopular opinion?
I think so. I mean, why would we want to lose?
Maybe I'm just. Well, I agree with it completely. Could not agree more. Because you're right. Victory means nothing if there's no legitimate fear of defeat. You cannot you cannot have a legitimate fear of defeat without experiencing defeat. I'm pretty sure like there's like philosophical teachings about this. Like it matters. Your experience matters. And so yeah, we got to lose.
Right.
So or you go back to PvP. You go back to factions, in which case at least one faction will lose. Now, I still think they need to go back to factions. They need to increase the number of factions, and they need to make it that instead of the number one top winner wins everything, they need to turn it into the bottom so many just don't win anything. They need to do it. If you get first, second, or third out of 5, you should get something. But that's a separate thing. First, just bring back the fucking factions, please. Let me be a knight again. Oh, Mitchell's got a good point. If you are gonna have it be that like we're definitely gonna win, we're definitely gonna defeat the big boss, then make the reward for it tiered based on the time completion. That's something. You don't lose, but if you don't get your shit together, you don't win as much.
Well, if you don't do it within a certain amount of time, you win, but it's a Pyrrhic victory. You don't win anything.
Yeah. Victory in name only. Yeah. No, right. I could see that. Yeah. Sure, I could see that. Regardless, I look forward to it. Sparklet Wars are fun. They're something that I really hope that Upland continues making improvements on so that we can just keep having fun with, what are basically digital intramurals. Let's see here. Okay, I listened to some of the shows this week, but did not have too much of a chance. Like I said, I didn't get to finish Upland After Dark at all. Did not listen to Too Stupid for Web 3. Meant to be was good, but I didn't take any notes, so I've forgotten. So yeah, don't have much to say other than we have other shows. Go watch them. They do good stuff. I need to put the links to them in our description as well. I haven't gotten to that yet, but I will. I'll get there. What else is going on? What's going on in Hong Kong? Let's see how Hong Kong's doing. I took some notes, and it's doing pretty good. We've gotten we have minted 0.1% more. It is 62.9% minted now, as up from 62.8. I'm gonna start trying to keep track of the actual numbers there, so I can say that so many properties were minted this week. But I haven't yet, so next time. In terms of the amount of Hong Kong that's been built that have properties with at least one completed structure on it, we have increased. There have been 30 structures completed in the last week. It's gone up from 5.53%, yeah, to 5.7% completed. So chugging right along, choo choo. And that is a reminder that we do have a Spark train for Hong Kong in the Hong Kong server. The link for which is it's in this video description down there. The first train is damn near complete, actually. There's only 2 properties left on it to be finished. There's like 6 or 8 structures across the 2 properties, which is why they're taking longer, but it's almost done. And once it's done, on the following Saturday on this podcast, I will be doing the giveaway for the prize pool, which for this first train car is 100,000 Uppies, 1,000 Sparklet, 1 Totem, 3 Lure Legits. I know, they're shit. Nobody wants them, but I've got a few of them, and I got to get rid of them, so you can win them. The Outback Topper Block Explorer, the Heart Emoji Block Explorer, Special Forces Cannon, and if you should so desire, you can add an extra property at the beginning of the next train. An extra Hong Kong property. Yeah. But yeah. And I've not made this clear, but I do want to point out, like, it's not a grand prize thing. So like multiple winners. But winning one does not necessarily take you out of the chance to win another. I'm still debating on what the max number of prizes I'd let someone win is, but yeah, I should have made that clear from the beginning. I'm sorry that I haven't. It's not a grand prize thing. That's why it's a pool. That's why it's a pool of prizes. So
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, but we're gonna after this one finishes, I'll start adding more prizes to the next one. This is gonna be a constant thing. So we're keeping it built, keeping it going. To that end, we have a node on, we have a neighborhood listed on Uplander. Because Laban doesn't sleep, he just makes stuff for people. Prove me wrong. I mean, literally, I messaged him like a couple days ago about getting Hong Kong on Uplander, and basically he said, well, obviously the whole city's big, and he said, but shoot me a neighborhood. So I had a poll in the Hong Kong server to see, what do we want our flagship neighborhood to be, and Kowloon City won by a wide margin. And within a day of me letting him know, like literally within a day, it was up. So, yeah, when it comes to Hong Kong, we're going to be using Kowloon City as our kind of flagship because of the data that we have here. And if you'd like to get in on this and you want to join us in Hong Kong, there's plenty of properties left for you to mint. It's about half minted. It's actually just over half minted, so there's still over 1,600 properties left to mint. And if you move in, you'll be the first one, so that's cool. There's 0 home addresses there, and it says, and this is where the total residents. This is where they changed it. Originally, it had apparently had some number here that gave you an idea of what that was going to be, but I guess they stole it. Because they're mean. Damn Upland. I want to know this, though. I want to know about this. The jailed user. Apparently, there's one jailed user in Kowloon City. I want to know who it is. Who's our local bad boy?
Well, they're in Alcatraz in San Fran. Or are they in Kowloon?
Ooh. Well, and that's where I think that's got to mean one property owner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not like
one property owner who has multiple properties.
well, and that's what I'm saying. They could have one. They could have 100. The point is, right. They are one person that owns at least one property, maybe more. Right.
Right.
And that's where I like, it's cool to see that there's one. I have no idea how I would ever figure out who the one is.
The one, speaking of one, the one thing that's really important when it comes to node building, when you have a jailed player, is to somehow hope they have build scoring, or to see if there's a way to trade if can be done, or hope they get out of jail or something, or
Oh
that they
shit!
don't have many properties.
I
Uh-huh.
Never mind. Never mind. Why even bother asking questions? Laban knows. Right here. There's a button for it. There's a fucking button for it.
Oh,
I've
okay.
Okay, so full disclosure, I've of course looked at this page since he sent it up, since he's let me know. He or she, I think it's a he, but I'm not 100% on that. Regardless, uh, I've looked at this and I saw these up here, and it never occurred to me that these were tabs I could click. Holy fucking shit, this is awesome. Now yeah, man. I mean, not that I didn't understand the hype before, but I doubly do now. Okay, so Folder. This Folder guy or gal, they got a net worth of 1.5 million and they have 2 properties in Kowloon City. Which, I'm going to go ahead and say though, out of 1,663 owned properties, only 2 are jailed. That's
very good. That's
yeah,
a very good rate.
that's a good ratio. Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have low crime in that.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Oh, Janice, what do you have to do to get that cannon? The Special Forces cannon? Go to the Hong Kong server that's in the link below. Join it to see the Spark Train that we have going on. Because and then just stake your Sparklet on any of the addresses that are still going for Spark Train number 1, because that's the one that includes that as the prize. Because yeah, so once a build is completed, I can see on myupland.info, I can see exactly how much Sparklet was contributed by each person, and those are your entries into the prize pool. So once it's all done, we'll go through, and that'll be the podcast. We'll give that shit away. So that's what you have to do. Stake on the Hong Kong Spark Train. Get our shit built. But yeah, so this is awesome, and let's take a look at this. What is all this stuff then? Send. Oh, okay. It shows you how much people are sending and who's getting the top senders. Cool. Leaderboard. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, shocker. Hey, guess who has the most properties in Kowloon City? It's Wow Pop.
Wow, Pop.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Which, no, that's not mocking them in any way. I just, they, if you don't know, they own the most properties in Hong Kong, the whole city. They're like the Abdullah of Hong Kong. So, yeah, right. And then right behind them is Too Stupid to Win, followed by Card Data. I am down here at number 13. I've only got 8 properties in Kowloon City. But that's cool. Buildings. Oh shit, completed and in damn, there's 311 in progress. Wait, hold on, that's residential's work. Oh. Residential's working in service structures. Oh, working as factories and showroom. Okay. Gotcha. This is cool as shit. Yeah, okay. Chat, this is my first time seeing any of this, so I'm sorry if you're well versed in it and you're like, yeah, duh, we know that. Well, I didn't. Fucking awesome. Oh shit, down to even what kind? Oh, I'm gonna dig into this later. Fucking, I gotta buy more Kowloon City properties so that I can get more shit going. All right, cool. Multi structures. Oh, these are the ones that, okay, alright, sure, makes sense. Serve, shit, look at this, I mean, down to, these are, Okay. Shows you who has their homes currently located in the neighborhood, properties under construction, and how much. Oh, it shows how much time they have left. All right, Upland. I'm gonna go ahead and say, just hire him. Just fucking buy him straight out. Turn this shit first party, because this is what you want. Like this is what you want. So, all right, cool. What are pins? What's the map do? All right. Anyway, sorry. Getting down a little bit of a rabbit hole there, but yeah, Uplytics is awesome. Go to the band. He's got some shops, right? And if you'll notice here, all of his shops start with the name. So it's real easy to find them. I have been going through his shops. He makes and sells a lot of gravestones. And you know how we had to put 10 map assets in Spain? I decided to take my one property and just turn it into a cemetery. Now I'm still working on being able to organizing them so that they look a little better. But my keyboard went to sleep again. Give me a second. I'll there we go. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I gotta organize them a little bit more. But he makes these gravestone map assets. Sells them for like 500 upbucks a pop. Like they're cheap as hell. So if you want to if you want to support him, super easy. Go buy some of his stuff, and that's what I've been doing, making the cemetery. What else we got going on? No real window shopping this week. Didn't have time to look for stuff, but do have a couple notes of the week. Oh, and the game is over. Patrick Star is the winner, so congratulations to everybody who picked Patrick Star. You have won your share of 5 harvest ornaments and 15,000 upbucks, and I will be in touch with you this week. Where are we? Oh, right, yeah, notes of the week. These will be worth 10,000 upbucks apiece. And, so, you know, Jay Shaw. Oh, and I'm putting all of the unclaimed prizes for previous notes of the week are going to be like going forward in the description of the current video. So again, this is the one area I'm not going to reach out to you. This is me reaching out to you. You reach out to me because the names on Nolt don't match up to the names on Discord, which also don't match up to the names on Upland, and I'm not fucking going through that. So Jay Shaw, reach out to me because you got a great idea. Fix the oops error for moving assets. Oh my god, what a fucking pain in the ass that is. I mean, it really is. I was running into that error over and over again, trying to get the harvest ornaments applied to make sure that I got the task fulfilled, because, you know, it's a task. You gotta equip 5 harvest ornaments. Well, I don't have it at the right location. I have to move it. Well, it doesn't want me to move it. I had to move it across multiple properties. I had to find first a property that it would let me move it to, wait a few minutes, and then move it from that property to its actual destination. What a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And you know, shout out to Swarley for his awesome Chrome extension, but it can't fix that. There's no fixing the oops error. There just isn't. Well, not by us. By Upland, which is why we have Nolt. So again, Upland, you told us to put these things here. We put them here. Take them and fix them. Please. So yeah, Jay Shaw, reach out. 10,000 upbucks coming your way. Up next, our next note of the week, event contracts. Shonda14C says, and I agree, that they would like to see predictive markets in Upland where they could spectate racers and place bets on the different drivers or the outcome of the race. When they put racing into Upland, I've never actually cared that much about being the racer. I like the idea of being the spectator. I like the idea of being able to watch from my property that I have along the racetrack, or being able to place bets on the individual racers.
Mhm.
I just and not just racing. Like presumably we're going to be getting to other little mini games and stuff. I'd like to see this in other capacities. I'd like to be able to. It'd be really cool if we could implement something like that for the Sparklet Wars as well. You know, because a lot of people don't act like. I mean, you have to get the pass to even be on a faction. So by its very nature, there's always going to be a lot of people that are on the sidelines, and it'd be really cool if, as spectators, there was some way they could interact with the Sparklet Wars.
Sure. I agree.
Now they're talking about predictive markets betting. I would like to see that, but I also know that that's where you get into all kinds of silly little issues with legality and whatnot, which is why I say some form of interactivity. If not straight up betting Uppies, something. Give me a reason to care about it, even if I'm not directly involved with it. Give me a reason to watch it, because having a reason to watch something is cool, and is indeed why we even have things like sports anymore. So, yeah, gave that a thumbs up, and I'll give that a thumbs up. So, that's our
Speaking of
notes
which,
of the week.
anything with FIFA, the World Cup, as far as some kind of esports concept for Upland, I think would be really cool. So, if you can find some way, even if it's not gambling, but you have some way to have some educated guessing where you put some contracts or stake in for the results, I think would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, exactly, and that's where it's like I know that a lot of people thought that that's where we were hoping that that was the direction it would go with like the NFLPA legits and whatnot would be that, excuse me, that
The
you could
fantasy.
you could slot them in your fantasy leagues and whatnot. And I know that there's
Yeah.
an issue
How
there.
are you doing on your fantasy league, by the way? Did you get an update?
Well, the good news is I'm not going to have to give away 2,000 Sparklet. I won a game. The bad news is,
Wow!
yeah.
Hooray!
The bad news is that's the only game. Let's take a look actually right now. Let's see how I'm doing here. But I did win one game, so I am not. And I am apparently slated to win a second game in a row. I'm on a hot streak now. It took six straight losses.
The
But
season's not over.
right, yeah. I was asking my colleagues the other day, and they said technically I could still win because of how it goes by points or
Right.
something or other. So honestly, I feel very much like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance? That's how it feels. Like that is absolutely how it feels. But I won one game, so the 2000 Sparklet is off the table. I'm gonna have to find some other way to give it away. But yeah, you had that. You had the NFLPA. We thought we'd be able to do that, or we hoped we would. I know that there's all kinds of issues with that and the fantasy football element of betting Uppies and stuff. But that's why I also say then just don't make it betting with Uppies. Don't make it something that's qualified as that. We're getting these new influence scores and all that shit, right? Which don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to it,
Right.
but that's not money. That's not like a currency type of thing. So let us play for that. Let us play for
Right.
influence points. If you win your let us do the slotting for your fantasy league with your legits or whatnot. And if you win, you don't get
Yeah.
Uppies, you don't get Sparklet, you don't get something that you can trade for money. You get the influence points. That would be
That
cool.
would be awesome. Yeah. And quite frankly, if you are figuring out things about Upland or some aspect you are influencing,
Yeah.
things and more. So
Exactly. So, congratulations again to everybody that picked Patrick. Good for you. next week, I'm trying to find my ideal game is like I'd like to find a wrestling game or something so that everybody can pick their own wrestler and just like the last one standing type of thing. But I've yet to find a game that works like that lets me do CPU for all the players. I'm working on it, so we'll see. I've also got Tekken 7 to try out, see if that works. But this week it was all Patrick Star. Let's see here. Do I have anything else going on? Oh, I am doing an Extra Life charity stream on November the 8th, overnight game day. I'm going to be doing it after our podcast. There's a link to it in this description. I'm on the Vulgar Uplander team because Elslack is also doing one. He's eating mealworms if he makes raises enough money, and I think if I heard correctly, I think he ate a couple on the stream. As I've told you guys, I've gone vegan. So sorry, I can't be eating any live animals. It's gonna mess with my diet. Also, wow, major props. I mean, shit. I couldn't do it. Well, no. I wouldn't do it. I could do it, but I'm not. I'm not. Good job though. That's just something I can't do that, man. No, again, can, won't. But I will play scary games. So I'm gonna be playing some scary games, giving away some cool stuff, especially if I scream, because as you have all already seen, I get in trouble if I'm too loud. So if I get too loud and have that happen during my stream every time I scream, and I'm talking if it gets into the yellow on this bar here, I'm gonna be giving away a Yao Tsim Mong collection property for Hong Kong. So I'm going to be really trying to discourage myself from screaming so that I don't totally blow through all my collection properties. That's my goal. And to have your chance at winning one of them alongside a bunch of other stuff that's going to be in the prize pool or going to be in the prize pool, just donate. We got different tiers. Donate $1. If you donate $5, you'll get a tarot reading. And anyway, doing all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah,
Very nice.
That's down there. Yeah, which we started last week with the tarot reading for Upland. Let's end this week with one, and we'll see how it's looking. Let me just get my cards out. Because that's all that I've got in terms of real stuff. Has anything happened in Upland this week that I've missed that you know of, Cernus, or anybody in the chat wants to point out while I'm shuffling?
I've noticed that the Uppies land. I don't know if it's also true for Sparkade, but the staking has kind of dried up.
Has it?
So I don't know. Every time I keep logging in, I'm finding there's no listings. So we're getting back to that supply and then demand piece. So that's going to be interesting to see how building staking will be. And I've talked to some folks. It seems that what's driving this right now is everybody is waiting for the next big announcement about building and Uppies and everything. And just the continued release of more service structures without a clear pathway to what's next is what's causing the market to get a little bit dry. So we'll see. So it could be just a temporary piece right now, but that's just something I've noticed in the past week or so.
So when you say drying up, you're talking about rentals like contracts being started, not people staking on them. Is that right?
Well, there still are contracts being started, but you can't find any. So they're probably getting eaten up by one whale. Would be my guess.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
pretty
Yeah, so
quickly.
there are 6 open contracts right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm drawing the cards now.
Last I checked, was mostly one player.
All right. But yeah, so there's 6 out right now, and yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them have been started by Skip Stud, whoever that is. Let's see, Mitchell says that Stosh has been put in charge of releasing the 3-Eye Atlas picks. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I checked earlier, by the way. Spark Exchange is still in maintenance mode. I'm just waiting for that to like stop being there one day at this point, so whatever. Anyway, yeah, but no, I had noticed the other day too there were only like 2 open contracts, and that, yeah, it's a little surprising. It's also a little surprising. So it's like, all right, you see right here, it's the top one that's open is at 4 Uppies per spark hour, with the ones below that being 3.6, and then there's one for 3.5, which is crazy low compared to what they were on the Spark Exchange. And indeed, when you show the full builds going right now, there are 2 builds at 7, and then it drops down to 5.6, 5.5, and I mean on the first page of like fully staked builds, it still shows 5. I just like, if I had the Uppies, if I wasn't giving away Uppies and saving Uppies and moving, like, if I could just like, I'd be starting builds left and right at these prices. I don't understand why more people aren't doing this. It's a fire sale for staking, and with so many things to build right now. So I don't know. I've been using it every time I have enough extra Uppies, and frankly, after I get done of the Spark Train prize pool and get like that 100,000 Uppies away, I'm probably gonna see what I have left over and start another few, because yeah, crazy. All right, so let's doing a little tarot reading for Upland. I've already pulled the cards, and we're gonna flip them, and we're gonna see how we go. All right, get my app up.
I feel like it's going to say something Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, considering how this episode is going.
No kidding. All right, I have a very slick desk, so now I'm having trouble flipping things over. There we go.
I still don't know what happened to the power here. We had multiple power outages.
You came back. I'm just happy you made it back, frankly. I'm just happy you made it back. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, right. So, and as we go and we look into this area of the occult, let's see what Upland has in store for us. All right. All right, so that was card 1, and we're not doing that, so I'm taking that out. Moving on to card 2, because I have a whole thing. So card 2 is for the context surrounding Upland, the present. And for that, we got the moon reversed. There you are, the moon reversed, which, moon.
So moonwalking might be a thing after all.
That's what I'm saying, right? You were just talking about moonwalking. Moon reversed, which of course means imagination will be harnessed by practical considerations. Storms will be weathered. Peace gained at a cost. No risk should be taken. So that is the current context surrounding Upland. We're being practical right now, all right? We're weathering the storm, and we're gonna get peace at a cost. That's what's happening right now. Okay. I'll take that. That's not that, yeah. Alright, I'm actually, in terms of the way Upland is acting right now, and if you consider everything that's happening with them changing, like how they're doing the city releases, and they're adding in all these new things with the service units and the service vehicles and all that, we gotta weather this storm, and we will finally get peace. Alright. Now, next card. This is how we got here, the past. And for that, we have the 9 of Wands, also reversed. Wands, 9, reversed means weakness, ill health, adversity, displeasure, obstacles to be overcome. So how did we get to this point? We got over a shitload of bad stuff. Yes. Yup. We literally overcame a bunch of obstacles, including a recent release issue, but we're not going to talk about that right now, because we're moving on to cup number 4. Alright, the current
Mr. Query for kindness.
Yeah, right? This is number 4. This is the current path for Upland. This is the future, if no other, like, no changes are made and whatnot. Alright, this is the Knight of Cups reversed. We got a lot of reversed cards. We're getting a lot of reversed cards. The Knight of Cups reversed. And this is for the current path for Upland, the future. Idle, untruthful, swindling, trickery, fraud. Propositions should be carefully looked into. Uh-oh. Things aren't looking good on the horizon, guys. So we should be a little on the lookout for some unsavory characters looking to mess with our Upland. Or Upland being unsavory towards us and being untruthful. Swindling. Is there going to be a bullshit sale that they act like is important and ends up not being? Could be. We've seen it before. That's all I'm saying. Alright, the 5th card we're not reading because that is for a querent. Alright. Next card. Social influences. These are the things in society and whatnot. Social influences, well, yeah. Anyway, Queen of Swords. The influences of both the, what everyone's talking about, Upland and, I guess Dirk's family. I don't know. I might end up removing that one from the spread. It's a work in progress, alright? It's a work in progress. Upright Queen of Swords means a subtle, keen, and oh no, that's who she would be. All right. Card may mean widowhood, mourning, privation, kindness, but also firmness, keen observation, gracefulness, fondness for dancing. Okay, I will say, in terms of social influences surrounding Upland, how everyone is treating Upland, kind but firm. I think that is probably the Upland community in a nutshell and how they treat Upland. We're kind but firm because we're trying to tell them, be fucking better. We like what you have, but be fucking better. That's how I'm taking that one. Alright, up next, hopes and fears. What are our hopes and fears for Upland? 8 of Swords. Our hopes and fears for Uplands are narrow or restricted surroundings, bondage, imprisonment through indecision, betrayal, fear to move out of a situation, temporary sickness. We're all afraid of being betrayed by Upland and imprisoned through indecision. Yeah, okay, fine. Alright. I mean, don't act like you haven't been. How many times have we talked about how Upland won't actually commit to some of the new things they throw out there? They'll throw a dozen new different things, and you have to just guess which one they're going to stick with. You know?
Oh, that's the way it always is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Um, number 8. This is my favorite part of the spread, actually. The upland economy. What do the cards have to say about the secondary market, the sparklet market, the legits market? Well, we got this bitch. We got the chariot. Actually, I really like the chariot. This version of the chariot. It's cool. She got a race car. Upright. Okay. The upland economy, secondary. Guys, this is what you've been waiting for. This is the important one. Triumph, success, control over the forces of nature, and thus triumph over ill health as well as money difficulties or enemies of any sort, including one's own lower animal passions. So if you've been having trouble with that on the side, you might have. But this is a card of those who achieve greatness, and it could also, though, indicate travel in comfort. Mental and physical powers should lead to fulfillment. So how is the upland economy doing? Well, according to this, it's doing great and about to do even greater. And say what you will about some parts of it, but that's at least seems to be true for the sparklet side of things. It keeps moving up. It's been staying stable and continuing on.
What's the price right now?
That's a good question. Give me a second and I'll check. All right, right now it's still hovering between 2.9 and 3 cents.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
which is
in the forest.
yeah. All right, now the final card of the spread, the final outcome. All of this together, you know. For that, we got the Knight of Pentacles. Knight. There we are. Laborious and patient. The card can also mean utility, serviceableness, trustworthiness, or the coming or going of an important matter connected with money. It's a man of upright nature who accepts responsibility. So basically, the final outcome is that even though some shit's gonna maybe come on the horizon, there might be some untrustworthy, shady shit and betrayal on the horizon, which we're all afraid of because that's how we got here. We just have to be laborious and patient because good stuff connected with money's coming. So keep the faith. That's how I'm reading it.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep. Hey, like I said last week, you know, this is for funsies. And, you know, I mean, we're all the time trying to figure out what Upland's doing. I've tried looking in my crystal ball. Nothing. Trying tarot cards now. Maybe that won't work. Maybe we've got to move on. Maybe I'll have to get into my runes. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to get out my little Ouija board. All right? Maybe we'll have to do a little pendulum action. All right? Oh, I've got it all. I've got it all right here. But we're starting with tarot. See if we can figure it out with that. All right, it's been a lot of fun, but I think it's about time to get out of here. We're over 2 hours, and congratulations to all the people that picked Patrick. I'll be shouting out to you soon enough. And like I said, it is time to wrap up this week's episode. But of course, the mystery remains. Its solution ever elusive. I'd like to thank my co-host Cernus, as well as everyone joining us live or watching later. Alone, each of us is but a single gray cell. Together, we are the Upland Community Brain. Be safe, everyone. Catch you crazy cats and kittens on the flip side. Later, taters.
Articles, rumors, and hoods, giving away more than we should. Contests, debates, hot takes, every week till something breaks. Minting every city, collecting blue squares, praying to the gods that they'll be ultra rares. Racing, shopping, hunting, damn, there's lots to do. We'll cover everything we can on the Clue Crew. Think that there's too much to track? Well, we do too. Feeling lost or overwhelmed, we're here for you. So if you're here for the scoop, remember y'all, he's not your mother, not your lawyer, just a dog.